done charging. I woke up this morning and I wanted to express some of the things that we have been working on consciously with you. I want to say first and foremost, I'm very proud of all of your efforts and everything that you guys have done collectively. It is making a huge difference. Now, astral projection is a lot more known, especially collectively. And as far as the astral travel and bridging that gap between this reality and the next, in whatever version that you prefer, the important thing, first and foremost, is to understand, yes, there is something on the other side of the veil. Let's break down in this video some of the basics in our understanding. All right, and go. Number one, yes, the spiritual plane exists. Number two, yes, the angelic realm exists. Number three, yes, you are aspects of those things. All right. Not many humans or friends or family members understand, especially when you're first waking up, that you actually are an angel in a lower dimensional form. All right. Many of us hybrids out there, and many of us angelics out there, Palladians out there, Lyrians out there, Syrians out there, Anunnaki out there, Dracos, Reptilians, Syrians, Lyrians. I think I said Lyrians twice. I'm preferable. We're all here, right, in this experiment called life. All right. Well, the main thing about it is, and the main drive of this experience is to give your soul, your experience, your intuition, an opportunity to develop into something new. Or, what I should say, have what you're used to be reflected in actually the waking hours on planet Earth. Pay attention to your emotional attachments and why you keep jumping to specific beings or groups when you go to sleep. And most importantly, is it necessary or is it an attachment? Okay. Pay attention to your higher selves and what they're doing at night, during the day, who they're hanging out with, and why. What is their motivation? Moving on. Angelic realm exists from the 6th to the 9th dimension. The top of this sphere is 15D. The skin, if this was an apple, would be 16 dimensional levels to Earth. What else? There are many very awesome and powerful beings that are here watching. Do they get involved? Kind of. Depends, because this territory and this area and the guardians of these areas, this is still their opportunity to shine, and other universal beings, galactic beings, are also here to watch and purvey them. Not many beings actually understand that guardians shift roles. The guardian of Cathedral Mountain, for example, the guardians, I should say, the guardians of Mount Everest, the guardians of the Sahara Desert, the guardians of Thunder Mountain. These positions rotate every cycle and every half cycle depending on what that guardian wants to do. And many of the new beings and souls incarnating here, who knows, maybe one of your highest selves might turn into one of these guardians. Right. I call it a nice vacation for 20,000 years. I'm just kidding. So, on all levels, this place, this sphere is being viewed in the consciousness inside of it. This whole perspective thing that we're playing with is just that, perspective. You wouldn't get so upset over some things if you had a certain specific perspective about them. I would say my driving force and my consistency comes from the diligence of my higher selves and the fact that, the training that we've undergone the past 3 years has given us a very specific skill set. it's strange being trained, and I can honestly say I was trained by multidimensional beings. No human being trained me. Please. Okay, so here's what's going on with some of us. All right, and go. Okay, some of us who were put on a path had a very specific timeline. And just like anything else, when you join a team, you need to perform. Sometimes when you're in high school, and say you're playing on the high school football team, and then you get drafted or you get, into college. So we're all playing on this college football team, practicing for the pros, let's just say. And what happened is some things happen where you stop doing your homework, you stop going to class, you stop showing up on time, you stop working out, you stop taking care of yourself. And now what happened is you're watching your friends get drafted and going into the pros, and you're basically, hanging on just to be on the collegiate level. You're just hanging on to be the free safety on your college team. Okay. Why? Because there's a lot of up-and-comers that are training just as hard as you that have more consistency. Why am I getting to this? Is because in your daily reflections of what your purpose is and what you want to do today, it takes a certain amount of trust in yourself to do the right thing. Trust in your own mind, your own intuition, not someone else's. Trust in your own purpose. When they fractal out large beings, which we all are, we're fractals of huge galactic and ultra-terrestrial beings. Sometimes they split us into many pieces. That's why when guys say, we are all reflections of one another. Well, do you actually understand your actual fractal of consciousness split on this planet into maybe 1,000 pieces? Okay. They don't put two and two together, though, when they explain the stuff to you. It's very metaphysical. It's not metaphysical whatsoever. It's very quantum mechanics, very, very, very scientific, actually. The fact you chose your parents proves that. Okay? Nothing's random here. The only thing that is random, right? Or I should say a roll of the dice, is what will that being do with its free will? Let's watch and see.
The different levels of acceleration you will experience, and let's go next level. Alright, here we go. Alright, I made a video for you, which I'll cut into this video, right? About me on the backside of a cathedral. I woke up with a specific download of some of the team members, and I woke up at like 8 a.m. and everyone else like showed up around like 10 a.m. and I was like, they're like, we don't really email each other anymore. It's kind of all telepathy, I suppose. And I made the video really quick for you guys, and the main purpose behind it was that I wanted to get some of the fundamental things down almost in definition style. I think that in the future, guys like my bedroom? Whoa, it's crazy in here. I think in the future, with sharing the intel, the main thing is that your internal constitution of how fast you want to go is a direct reflection upon your environment and your internal growth of what you wish to experience. As you guys start remembering your past lives and your past selves, it's important to understand that take what is necessary and deemed knowledge, or I should say wisdom, truly, for wisdom is knowledge with experience. Okay, let's go for the wisdom across planet Earth here. For all of the older versions of these stories and for in definitions, I wanted to update them for you. I know we have many different generations that watch our videos, and for the elder generation, I wanted to explain some of the different terminology the kids are using now, we are using now, to explain some of these multidimensional aspects in 3D. When we say eyes or eye, what are we talking about? Your third eye. Okay. When we are talking about ears, What are we truly speaking about? Our throat chakras, ears. Okay. Obviously heart, solar plexus, sternum, all that stuff, it's the same. Solar plexus, stomach chakra, sacral, root chakra. All right. Get out of that root chakra. Now, as far as the acceleration you guys want to go through, I kind of have some new orders came in for me. Since we're in between missions right now, I'm getting ready for Easter Island. Got to go handle some stuff over there. But I wanted to take this time to really, get to know you guys first and foremost. And for all you new guys out there, to let you know that everything's all good. Okay? Even in dream time and even when you're doing your stuff, when you guys see or feel things that aren't of your vibration or aren't of your creation, I should say, discernment is very, very important. And in discerning, it's basically having street smarts. If you have a being trying to speak to you and it sounds like this, hey, I just want to tell you something. This is what you should do. Wrong answer. Don't listen to anything that sounds like that. Any creepy, crawly, anything of that vocal range. Angels don't talk like that. Your guardians don't talk like that. Alright, let's keep moving on. Some of us do represent the angelic race. We don't talk about this as much as we should. Okay, everyone's on the ET thing. Alright, well, angelics in human form is more current than you could ever imagine. And the truth about that is that there is angels on the light side, and then there's angels on the dark side. Now, just don't let them go to a party together. They get in brawls. Just kidding. Nah, it's like two rival football teams. Here's the important thing, though. Those angels also have higher selves. Those angels also have beings they have to report into. Especially when you're in that type of a work ethic where everything is on, at 100,000 miles an hour all the time, and you're watching 3D, similar to watching a snail crawl across the ground, going, "Oh my God, this is so slow down there. How am I supposed to communicate?" Well, I'm here to talk to your guides through you. All right, some of the things to help the vessels adjust. First and foremost, your diet. I personally cannot eat red meat and then channel or whatever. Just as an example, why? Okay, let's get down to why things help you and why they don't. Because people will say, "Oh, just don't do that because it's red meat. Oh my goodness." It's not about that. You're eating dead flesh that has a very low vibratory state, and when you're putting that into a high conductive unit such as yourself, it slows you down. However, that's why many channels know this too. If you're too out of your body, eating specific foods will bring you right back down here in 3D and get you back in your body. So you need to find your own balance with that. Personally, where I said I used to eat fish and turkey, right? Well, I now can no longer eat bottom-feeding fish. That was interesting. I made some catfish the other day. Breaded catfish. It was fantastic. Some breaded asparagus. But I couldn't eat one bite. And that changed after Egypt. So I'm not really sure 100% what that is all about. But I can still eat salmon. So I'm pretty pumped on that. What else? Your food is important. Your vitamins are more important. Because many of the vitamins that I take you don't get in your normal nutritional deal every day, okay, when you eat. Things like platinum, silver, gold, things of this nature. If you guys want some more information on that and what to get, I will say it to you right now. Get a pen and paper. These are the vitamins you should be taking. Now, if you guys are in Canada or in Eastern, I think you can still order them in Europe. I know they banned monoatomic gold in Canada. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but you guys can all try this. You go to TJ Clark, TJClark.inc, INC. All right. You go there, you order 3 things. First thing, it's the legendary colloidal mix. That has all of your metals that you need and your platinums and your golds and things that you don't get in your diet. Okay. So it's legendary colloidal mix. Number 1. Number 2, the complete polyphotogenic complete mind and body system. Again, the polyphotogenic complete mind and body system. That's my favorite. That makes my brain go, ah, like I'm drinking like a Coca-Cola commercial. All right. And the third thing I get is liquid MSM, because when my wings are tired and my shoulder blades are locked up, it's one of the few things that liquid MSM, it helps with that, especially when you're doing advanced forms of energy manipulation. Your tendons inside, real things, guys, your tendons inside your arms, from vibrating so fast, they get sore, just like working out, okay? The best combination is actually to work out and then do your energy manipulation, so you can trick your mind into thinking, God, why am I sore? Oh, I worked out. Rather than, I didn't work out and I'm really sore. What's going on? Is there something happening? No, just do both, okay? And obviously understand what's happening. Now, our job as light beings, our job as light beings in this transition is to make sure our friends, families, peers, groups, and mass consciousness as a whole, right, does not lose their cool, or lose their beans, I should say, when they're going through the different transitions of being a multidimensional being. Now, there is a lot of books and literature written about some things, but there's much fewer beings actually going through it that actually speak up. All the watchers out there, love you. We have many conversations in Dreamtime, and this conversation is for you. Ryan, what can I do to help the cause? 1, 2, create an awareness. The issue is that all we have to do is create an awareness that not only are these subjects 100,000% real, but here are some of the real ways to deal with them. Okay, you can't listen to mass consciousness or what you've been taught on this planet to help you with these things, because this entire construct wasn't developed or governed to actually hold a multidimensional being who's conscious. This whole reality you see when you open your eyes every day was only created, right, in order to maintain some sort of homeostasis amongst the people, I should say. However, the few like to make wars. The few like to control, destroying the planet. Not very cool. I would say in many ways, when I incarnated here, and I was told, I was born 1981. So it's really interesting to me what the developments were in history before I actually chose to incarnate on this planet. And it seems that everyone knew. Just when did you incarnate? In the 70s, 60s, 90s, right? I love the 90s models, the crystal kids. Much faster. They get it much faster than we do, us Indigos, and of course, the other generations. But more importantly, we help each other maintain our mental clarity. We help each other walk around the pitfalls and potholes, I should say, on our freeway to ascension. And we do that collectively. And the coolest thing about it is, even all of my experiences and all of the stuff everyone's, showed me, and even the ones that don't agree or do agree, or usually it's don't agree and then later agree, right? It's all a process. And that's what I'm trying to get to. There is no, right answer in the present moment other than how do you feel? What type of clarity do you hold? And what would you like to accomplish today on this great fine day? All right. Things like that. Things that bring you up. For all you guys with the playlists, let's go to my music. My music to me is very, very important. I think as a starseed, it is more important than we could ever imagine what music you listen to. What isochronic tunes or hertz you have when you go to bed. I put on 728 hertz when I go to sleep. 432 is fantastic. I like it a little higher. It's a little slow for me. The Sound of You, fantastic, 432 hertz. Inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, guess what? 432 hertz. All right. We did an amazing job. Me, Ra, and Krista made a nice little green screen presentation for you guys, which will be out in the next couple days. It's rendering now. But the combination of team members is what's really relevant and powerful right now, because if you put 3 streams of conscious beings who are online together, the magic you can create is pretty amazing. And with that, what I recommend is when you guys are in your small groups, or in your groups, or with your friends, definitely take a moment out in your day to meditate. Definitely take a moment of your day to go, what would be the highest intent for us to do right now? For everybody. What would everyone really like to see, hear, or maybe there's some sort of a lesson that you just recently learned that you want to share, and in sharing your experience can help someone else who's going through something similar. That's very, very important. With that, I just wanted to say we love you very much, and all of these things we do out of love, we do out of appreciation for you, and all of the grid workers around the planet. I'm working with 2 other teams right now that are also simultaneously synchronizing different things for the crystal grid, which is going up very, very shortly. And we're very blessed to have these new members, and we're very blessed to be a part of this movement, which is the future. You must understand that your autopilot sequencing inside of this vessel is very, very important. Here's the thing to understand the most. Okay. That in the moment when you actually shift, you must understand that you are actually shifting. It's not to understand fully in the beginning what you're shifting into, who is it, what dimension, how do I feel, blah, blah, blah. The most important thing in the beginning is actually understand when your 3D consciousness shifts into another aspect of yourself. And just keep it right there in the beginning. That will help you, because if you're going like this, here, 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 here. I'm going 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you don't understand you're going from 3 to 6, you'll get confused. That when you get back down into your body, that's when you get back into your body in the morning, okay? Upper dimensional being coming back down into 3D, and I open my eyes, right? The issue with that is, that's why it feels so strange sometimes when you guys wake up and you're like, God, where am I? Okay, I'm on Earth, another day in a popsicle suit. Fantastic. Yes, it's snowing outside. All right. Smile, always.
So, I'm hoping with both those renditions, we have some positiveness for you. And I don't mean to speak very as a matter of fact. I'm not trying to reflect that to you. I'm not trying to be all on, all high, hoity-toity up here on the mountain. No. I'm trying to keep it real with you, as some of the stuff that you might experience. When I woke up, I had an angel floating over my head for like 8 hours, and on the down thrusts of his wings hitting me with like fairy dust. It looked like sparkles of light that hit my sternum and lit me up. I have experiences and visuals like that, dead sober, just woke up. I have experiences when I sun charged so much in the backyard, when my eyes came on. I remember sitting at dinner and I had an orange ring around the outside of my eyeballs, that it's now blue. And having to my pops go, what is going on with your eyes? And my mom, who actually knew I was waking up, she's cool, kicking me under the table going, don't freak your dad out. So the key is, hey, don't freak the muggles out in 3D. We love them, okay? And there's many awesome beings out there that aren't just gonna get it. And that's okay, because each light being is definitely strong enough to aid a specific population of homies, friends, family members. The key is, though, if you are one of those members that hold that DNA, that hold that encoding, that showed up here for a purpose, who have that anxiety burning inside of your stomach every time you wake up in the morning, that never feel fulfilled no matter how much money you make, no matter how big your house is or how fast your car is, right? If you're one of those types of beings, then a spiritual path of purpose is one that I recommend for you. You can do both, ladies and gentlemen. You can be successful, and in you being successful, you can make those around you successful. And that's how you become great. So with that, I love you very much. Namaste and La Catch. And sometimes when I feel a little clouded, I gotta climb. I can't sit in my house and meditate, even though I'm sleeping in a pyramid. I gotta get up on the mountain. I gotta get up to where all of my elders are, and have them listen to my my baby rabble. I got a little rattle down here. things on this planet need to be adjusted. No. But it's all about self-reflection. It's all about turning a new page. And if you've fallen off your path a little bit, that's okay. Get right back on. That's why is it the most important thing? Check this out. When you fall off a horse, why do they say that? The first thing you do is, when you fall off the horse, is get back on the horse. Why? Right when you fall. Why? Because if you don't, you get fear. You'll get scared to get back on the horse because you're scared to get bucked off and hurt again. But if you get hurt, you get right back on that horse. I don't know, my leg's busted, but I'm back at the stables. I got back on my horse. The issue is that you can't have fear. Fear doesn't exist. These bodies are a little more durable than you give them credit for. They get real sore, but they also get a lot stronger. So understand that. And to all my family members that might have slowed down a little bit in their purpose, just know that we love you. I love you very much. We all love you. We all support you on Team Light. To all the new up-and-comers handling biz, love you. Can't wait to meet you. And together as a whole unit, we're going to get this done. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, namaste and la catch. We love you very much, and we'll see you guys all very soon. See you guys. For you guys that are going to come out on March 8th and check out the Starseed Alliance Conference in Sedona. It's going to be awesome. It'll be held, it starts at noon at the library in Sedona, in the main hall. And can't wait to see you guys there. Namaste.